So Mark Carney was asked about crime yesterday. Did you guys see this?
Global News obtained data from the Privy Council Office's internal polling program last November that shows that 55% of Canadians feel crime is on the rise. Why do you think that is?
Well, the level of crime is too high.
Man, no fucking shit.
I mean, you can say any level of crime is too high. The level of crime is too high. What is happening in many municipalities is that we're starting to see a decline in the level of crime, but there is understandably always going to be a lag before that materializes in a changing of view.
What kind of word salad answer was that? Anybody understand that? And the worst part is, people believe that guy.
Is dead. A third of Ontario newcomers from countries like Ukraine and India say they felt safer in their home countries than after moving to Canada. For me, it was kind of shocking because I imagined, like for many years, I knew that Canada is like one of the safest countries in the world, one of the best countries in the world. Shah, who came from India to study design in Toronto in 2021, says he also had experiences that have shattered his perception of Canada as a safe place. I have lived in 3 major cities before this, all of them in India, and sadly, this is the most unsafe I have felt. Particularly the last 2 years, we have seen many newcomers, especially asylum seekers. They were living in a very precarious situation. They didn't have housing, they didn't have food or hygiene materials, and it was a real crisis situation. This guy's from Ukraine and they're in a war right now. It's remarkable to believe that a third of these newcomers are now coming to Canada where they feel their origin country was safer. It just shows you how far we have fallen as a country. This perception of Canada being a safe country, it's totally shattered now internationally. Canada is now officially, and this was brought up by the Fraser Institute, Canada is officially more dangerous than the United States. That is crazy. I would have never imagined in our lifetime that would happen, but there you go. That is Justin Trudeau and Jagmeet Singh's legacy. We are now becoming worse than the countries that many of these newcomers are fleeing from, and that goes to show you how messed up this country has become, and it tells you everything that we need to know of what we need to do in this upcoming election and get rid of all of these Liberal and NDP MPs that have allowed for this insane, unmitigated, unchecked, and undocumented mass immigration where we have no housing to support all the people. We have no jobs to support all the people. We don't have the hospitals. We don't have the infrastructure, and it's caused in a multifaceted issue, crime to skyrocket across our communities across Canada. This is what it's come to now in Canada. Listen to this Oakville family story.
The homeowner is now doing what he can to restore a sense of safety by boarding up the front door.
In the video, they talk about a hammer. So our concern was if they return again, they may break this glass down.
The neighborhood is also paying for a private overnight security guard.
The fact that you live in Canada and the fact that you're supposedly living in one of the safer cities or safer part of the GTA, it is extremely jarring to have this happen to you.
How far have we fallen in Canada that people have to do this to feel safe in their own homes in a community like Oakville, Ontario? It blows my mind what's happening. By the way, you don't have to do this. You can secure your home. I partnered with Canada First. They will actually properly reinforce your doors, put a security film on your glass so you can actually use your door for actually entering into your home. The fact that Canadians have to feel they have to do this to protect themselves shows you everything that is wrong right now in our country. Honestly, I can't even believe my eyes when I see this. This is not Canada. I don't know what country we're living in, but this is not the Canada I was born and raised in.
All right, family, welcome back and thank you for tuning in. Today we're talking about what's really going on in Canada, especially in major cities like Toronto. A lot of people are starting to feel that crime is on the rise. And safety isn't what it used to be. You hear more conversations about break-ins, street crime, and general insecurity. And it's making people uneasy. Some are linking these concerns to rising migration and broader social changes, while others say it's more about perception than actual data. But here's the thing, whether it's real or just how people feel, that fear is becoming very real in everyday life. People are more cautious, more alert, and in some cases, even worried about their own neighborhoods. So the big question is, what's actually happening? Is crime really increasing, or is it just the way it's being seen and talked about? Let's break it down. So after hearing all this, here's my opinion. Maybe the situation isn't as simple as crime is rising or crime is falling. It feels like there's a gap between what's actually happening and how people are experiencing it. And honestly, when answers are not clear, it only makes people more confused and worried. Leaders need to communicate in a simple and direct way because at the end of the day, people don't just want data. They want to feel safe and informed. Anyway, that's my take on it. Let me know what you think in the comments.